on the show. Everyone's talking about, the allegations that have surfaced, especially with regards to the drug angle. And that once again points out, Sujay, to the fact that this case is much bigger than it initially looked or was projected to be.
No, you're right. And this drug menace is so widespread. It's like this horrible swarm of termites which has entered into our society. Sometimes we see these Netflix serials, etc., of huge, big drug lords and controlling conglomerates. But coming back to our case at hand, I think your sustained pressure and sustained investigation and keeping yourself within bounds, which media should, is a very healthy thing according to me, because this also keeps the viewers informed. You're a responsible media, and also the officials who are now investigating. We have 3 different agencies. They will also be more responsible. So I see it as a very positive thing. I'm sure that we are all interested in the truth. Truth may have various forms of emanating, and I'm sure our officers are very experienced. They have the forensic tools at their hand. They are a dedicated team of officers, and I'm sure the truth will be revealed out very soon.
But what is emerging, Sujay, very eminently is the fact that there are so many facets that could have been looked into in the first 2 months of this case. And all of those revelations are coming to light now through agencies. Why is it that none of this was looked into earlier? That's the biggest question right now.
No, I agree. And I'm sure that everyone is concerned about the fact that the scene of crime, there were all sorts of people swarming around taking videos. So there is a sort of a compromise of the crime scene. It's very disturbing. Also, the PM report, that's a post-mortem report, really does not inspire any confidence. And also the height, that also was analyzed by your channel, the height of the place. According to me, in such suspicious circumstances, the police officials should have perhaps taken a second opinion, because if there are suspicious circumstances and the post-mortem does not give fine, minute details, then I think a second opinion was required. But I guess it's too late in the day for that. Also, the theory that it is a suicide which was declared immediately.
Sujay, if I may just come in very briefly, they had a complaint. Yes, it wasn't a written one, but a complaint from the family. Suspicion of danger to Sushant's life. Allegations against the same individuals that they had to eventually lodge an FIR with. And the biggest question has been that at least after the death of the actor, they could have looked into that direction. Why they did not? That's a sword as a question that will continue to hang on Mumbai Police's head and on Maharashtra government, because they have implicated themselves by stepping into this case. But I also want to focus on the drug angle that has come to light. So, Jay, as a lawyer, troubles mounting for Rhea Chakrabarti, who may be giving statements, to suggest otherwise. But every statement is also tying her further in the same web. Tell us a little bit more of how troubles could rise for the prime accused, especially with conversations related to drugs being given to Sushant Singh Rajput coming to light.
So though we are being fair and we are not prejudging over here, and neither are you doing that, nor I am doing that, and not the other people also who come on your debates. Nobody is judging anything, but we are only discussing the circumstances. Why were this hard disks cleaned out? Everybody is asking, which you brought on record over here. And such suspicious circumstances, when they add up the dots, that kind of leaves this lurking doubt in our mind. And narcotics, that is the NDPS Act, is a very stringent act. If the NDPS officers, that is the Narcotic Control Bureau officers, if they come at certain proof, certain evidence, very strict action follows under the act. Again, that's a matter of evidence.
Okay. I want to go across to Priyanka Tibrewal also joining us. Lots of questions being raised also on the timing of certain statements, Priyanka, that Rhea Chakrabarti is making. She's surrounded with allegations on all fronts, whether it's the financial angle, whether it's the drug angle, whether it's other, testimonies not adding up are concerned. There are, statements, for example, from other persons of interest and eyewitnesses that are implicating Riya Chakravarti. And, all we've seen is not really an answer to those questions, but statements being made to project herself as someone who has absolutely no answers to give in this case.
And as someone who's very innocent. So we are seeing the kind of tactic she's resorting to. I mean, it's quite appalling. And what is more appalling is that some media houses are helping a prime suspect in a case and are giving her a platform to speak, which is actually not very justified. Nobody can justify that. But apart from that, I'll tell you, see, she's trying to mend her torn image. She's trying to use her friends, or for that matter, I don't even want to name anyone, but she's trying to use people for tailoring her torn image. Now, if you try to prove that you're innocent, you cannot if you are not. See, I'll tell you why. When she spent lakhs and lakhs of Sushant Singh Rajput's money, she didn't keep any evidence, right? But when she became partner in one of the companies, she's saying, I can prove that I gave 33,000 rupees to be a partner for myself and my brother. I have evidences. So she has kept evidences for the things which she wanted to prove. She chose to keep some particular WhatsApp text which she thought would be evidences in future. But she deleted most of them which she didn't want. So you can understand how innocent she is. And everybody else can. See, nobody is saying that she is a murderer. And everybody is also saying that this is an alleged murder. And law will take its own course. So why is she scared? Why is she horrified?
Right. We are continuing to get these visuals where Riya's father is being currently probed by the Enforcement Directorate. These are visuals from inside a bank branch. I believe his particular accounts, his own accounts, are also under scanner right now and have been, for example, for those of Riya Chakravarti's as well. The ED, as I continue to mention, is looking into a PMLA angle. They've been investigating, for example, Sushant Singh Rajput's bank accounts, Riya's sources of income and otherwise, and of course, co-accused Indrajit Chakravarti. Her father's accounts are also being scanned right now. This is just one aspect and just one strand of the charges they are facing directly from the family of the late actor. There are, of course, now, as I mentioned, a drug angle that has come to light that has been talked about and speculated about for quite some time. But why is it that only central agencies are bringing out the truth is another question altogether. Then, of course, is the CBI itself that is continuing to look into what will possibly be also looked into as a homicide case. They're continuing to do their spade work. They've spoken to eyewitnesses / persons of interest to get a detailed version and everybody's version of the sequence of events. There are so many question marks on whether this was a suicide in the first place, and then, of course, the abetment to suicide, duping, defrauding and PMLA cases, and now a drug angle that is coming to light. So the fresh images that we continue to play for our viewers are from inside a bank branch where father of Riya Chakravarti was earlier taken to by the Enforcement Directorate that is looking into the PMLA angle. His bank accounts are being scanned through as well. So a lot of the digital evidence, forensic evidence and financial evidence is being procured by the agencies. The most sensational allegation that has come to light, and of course that has involved the NCB itself and that has got on the ground in Mumbai and has started conducting its investigation, is the drug angle. So many questions, but very few answers coming in from the likes of Riya Chakravarti. Instead, statements are being made that try to project as if there's no truth to any of the questions, but the specific questions are not being answered. Let me take a quick final comment from Sujay Kandawala as well. Sujay, quite a complex case this is. There's a financial angle, there's an abetment to suicide angle. The accused was in a relationship, with the victim in this case, and then now a drug angle. A comprehensive investigation was what was required to begin with, and now is finally taking place. And family members of Riya Chakravarti also stand accused, especially when it comes to the financial angle.
Yeah, and that is what is interesting, because initially it started with something and later on all these other things have cropped up. They all deserve to be investigated. Because remember one thing, if a crime is proved to have been committed, it's a crime not against the person who unfortunately is no more with us, but it is a crime against society. And this will be a very important precedent that there has to be accountability. There has to be a check on our law enforcement agencies, because it is ultimately, they are public servants. They are meant for us, and they survive because of us. They are supposed to serve the nation. So keeping these lofty ideals in mind, which have been forgotten unfortunately over the passage of time, this is a stark reminder of their constitutional obligation.
Absolutely. On that note, I do thank both Surya Kantewala and Priyanka Tibrawal for joining us. We'll continue